Here's how to make a wooden comb with a delicate decoration on the top. A flat piece of wood is placed on the workbench. The craftsman studies the surface for a moment before beginning to work. With steady hands, guidelines are drawn across the wood. These marks will determine the form that slowly emerges from the block. Once the outlines are ready, the surface of the wood is prepared. A hand tool moves across it, shaving away thin layers. Light curls of wood fall onto the table as the surface becomes smoother and more even. With the wood prepared, the shaping begins. The craftsman carefully removes sections of the block, following the earlier markings. Little by little, the rectangular piece begins to change. Its outline becomes softer, and the curved form of a comb slowly appears. The work continues patiently, each movement controlled and precise. The body of the comb gradually takes shape in the craftsman's hands. Next comes one of the most delicate steps. Along one edge, the craftsman begins cutting a series of narrow slots. These small cuts will become the teeth of the comb. One by one, the lines are made carefully across the wood. After the cuts are completed, the spaces between them are refined. Using smaller tools, each gap is cleaned and adjusted. The craftsman moves slowly, making sure the spacing remains neat and even. At this stage, the object already resembles a comb. Now the focus shifts to refining its form. The edges are shaped and the curves become smoother. Gradually, the piece begins to look more balanced and comfortable to hold. The surface is worked again, smoothing away small imperfections. With every pass of the tool, the wood becomes more refined. Once the basic form is complete, attention turns to decoration. The craftsman begins carving patterns into the upper part of the comb. Fine lines appear across the wood as the blade moves slowly. The design grows little by little, forming gentle curves and flowing shapes. As the carving continues, the comb gains more character. The once plain surface now carries delicate ornamental details. When the carving is finished, another step follows. A light-colored material is applied into the carved grooves. It settles into the patterns and creates a striking contrast against the darker wood. The design now stands out clearly. Next, the comb is carefully polished. The surface is smoothed until it begins to shine. To remove any remaining dust, the comb is washed with water. As the water flows across the wood, the natural grain becomes richer and deeper. Finally, the finished comb is revealed once again. What began as a simple block of wood has now been transformed into a refined handmade comb. Every line, every curve, and every detail reflects the patience of the craftsman's hands. A small object shaped slowly and carefully, until it becomes something both practical and beautiful.